Yo, Pete, what's up? It's your boy Tino, coming at you from TKO'S, Tino's Knockout, where we bring you the latest in news, reviews, and hype related to the boxing world. Let's go. Okay, with today's show, we're going to be bringing you the latest on the major boxing event for this weekend. May the 3rd, 2014, The Moment. Goldenboy putting on another big showcase with possibly the biggest star in boxing right now. Floyd Manny Mayweather versus Marcus Maidana. This fight has had quite a lot building up to it, and I think maybe Floyd might have the knockout he hasn't received in God knows since his last fight, Victor Ortiz. Maidana, for all he brings to the table, I don't really think he's got enough to trouble Floyd. Tell you the truth, I think Floyd has got this. The next fight we have Amir Khan versus Luis Collazo as the co-main event. This fight probably has the potential to possibly steal the night, as there isn't a clear favourite between the two fighters. Khan trying to push, probably picking, he believes, the easiest opponent that could probably get him to his May Day pay. And Collazo, well, he's been around, journeyman. He's had his last win over Ortiz, got with that Heyman team. You know, he's got a shot to maybe flat Floyd, what everyone wants in welterweight, 147 to 154. Okay, then we have the J Leon, is it? J Leon versus Peruvian, I think. I'm not too sure. This fight, I don't really think anyone really cares about it too much, to tell you the truth. You know, I think Floyd just decided to put on one of his money team fighters, and you know, good luck to him. But unless he does something dramatic to get his name out there, considering his last outing, I think J. Leon Love has a lot of work to do, and possibly Antonio Pereira probably could come out looking better than this, just if he just has a good performance. Okay, and then the fight that starts the night is AB about billions, Adrian Broner, coming back from his loss of Maidana, and he's fighting Carlos Molina. He's dropped back down in weight, which I think was a smart decision, as even though he may be a free weight, or I think a 2-weight world champion, I'm not too sure about that. I think he did pick his fights very cautiously, and I think he possibly underestimated Maidana and probably thought he could do the same thing he's been doing through the lighter weights. But who knows, this might actually focus AB, and he might decide to take this boxing thing seriously. And he's got all the talent in the world. He's fast hands, tough. He showed a lot of heart, grit in his last fight. Who knows? And Carlos Molina, I don't really know a lot about him. Like, to be honest with you, he seems like a very much a game guy, warrior, willing to put in that work. He's been putting in that work for a long time, been on the scene for a long time. So this may be his chance, because the same way Maidana got the May Day payday, he could maybe get it just by doing something to AB, because you know, you beat AB, you're on the map. And for as much as AB has his detractors, you know, he's still getting paid, and he's still a tough kid. He goes in there, he still bangs. He, like, the way he got hit, he shows he's got a bit of toughness about him. So, you know, that's about the roundup for this weekend's fights. Right, now at this point of the show, we're gonna have a look on the internet and see what the people are saying. Right, you know, I don't really want to be plugging websites and all that, but we know which are the bigger boxing sites around the interweb and that. So, right now, the top story of the day, Goldenboy's future, the shoulders of dispute. I don't know if you haven't been following the story, but the Schaefer-Oscar De La Hoya relationship seems to be getting a bit strained due to the fact that Oscar De La Hoya has decided to somehow make amends to his former promoter, Bob Arum. And as Bob Arum and Schaefer do not see eye to eye, this has become quite a bit of a problem, with Schaefer stating that he would not be dealing with Bob Arum ever again. And if Oscar didn't like that, he would have to fire him. Which is quite strong, considering Schaefer does quite a lot for Goldenboy, and he seems to have done quite a bit of partnering with the mystical Al Heyman, who has managed to sign the majority of fighters who fight on Goldenboy to him as, I'm not too sure what his role is, manager. I know he's not a promoter, or is he just because you can't be a manager and an advisor. The two, it's a bit of a contradiction due to the Muhammad Ali Act. I'm not too sure, but something along those lines. I'll get the research for you if you need it, but I'm sure you can do that yourself. But yeah, this could throw a big spanner in the works for the whole game right now, because we don't know what could happen. Schaefer and Heyman could go and do their thing. Floyd is threatening to say if Schaefer goes from Goldenboy, he might cut ties, and Goldenboy do not want that. Floyd is the cash cow in boxing. Do not get that twisted. Do not ever forget that. Regardless of if you like that or not, he is the money. And obviously, if Arum and Oscar decide to do what they're planning to do and come together, like they used to, and work out with fights, I don't really know, because I don't really see how many fighters Goldenboy have, and if they could just keep a tournament of just those two going, because it seems to me that Al Heyman is willing to put his guys in with each other and other people, just as long as you're willing to pay fighters. So I can't really be upset with that, because at the end of the day, these guys are killing themselves for our entertainment. So if they can get the best money that they can and not get screwed over by the companies or promotions or HBO or Showtime, yeah, okay, right. So that's the main story that has been circulating this week. But I just want to give you the other main story that I think is very, very, very important. And this issue has shaped the way boxing has been for the last maybe 5 years, regarding the number one in the world, Floyd Mayweather, and his nemesis, if you will, for a better word, Manny Pacquiao. You might not be aware, but Manny Pacquiao's contract has been coming to an end at Top Rank, and Floyd Money Mayweather has stated several times that the only way he would be getting the fight with him is if he left Top Rank. But earlier on this week, Bob Arum came out and spoke to Dan Raphael from ESPN, saying that they had put together a package for Manny to look at concerning 5 fights in Macau, China, which is quite strange considering the last turnout that happened in China. It was pretty dismal for Pacquiao numbers. And I just think if he does sign, he could say goodbye to any form of Mayweather paydays. He's not fighting in while he signed to Top Rank. Floyd is not giving Bob Arum any money. He's not willing to put a single dime in his pocket. And to be honest with you, I think it hurts Pacquiao more than it hurts Mayweather. Because at the end of the day, the facts speak for themselves. Floyd agreed to everything Pac-Man wanted in the first negotiation, and Pac-Man didn't want to do random blood testing. That's the. There's no other way you can say it, because from when you don't want to do random testing and you're asking for cut-off dates, and you want to know when you get tested, the whole idea of randomness goes out of it. So, you know, you can draw your own conclusions to that. I'm not rich enough to pay no deposition suits, so sue me. Anyway, I think we've pretty much covered all week. Right time. I can't see. Oh, my man behind this camera, he's telling me to bring it back to the UK and speak about our boy Kel, Special K Brook, and his upcoming fight, presumably with Porter, Showtime Porter, regarding his destruction of Paulie Malignaggi the other week, which is quite impressive considering no one has actually stopped Paulie like that via knockout. So it's quite impressive. And Kel Brook, he's not really been tested. He's bided his time. He's now finally got his opportunity, and I don't know. I think it'll be an interesting fight. I think it really will, because Kel is very accurate and he's got a lot of strength, but Sean, he's just a beast. He's coming down from 154, and he's a beast. He might be a short guy, but he comes at you. So it'll be an interesting fight, and we'll see. We'll see if this time Kel actually takes the fight. You know, with his injury record. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's about it for this week. First episode and all that. We'll be with you the same time next week. TKO'S signing off.